Hello students, in this today's video we will discuss plant location and plant layout. We also discuss various MCQs asked in various competitive exams. Let's start with quick recap of plant location and plant layout. What is plant location? Plant location is an answer to question where to locate a plant. Plant location is a region or area where company decide to establish its plant. The selection of plant location is very important decision for the success of any industry. Plant location decision is strategic, long-term and non-repetitive in nature. So it is very crucial. For example, Maruti Suzuki has established their plant in Hansalpur near Bahucharaji, and before few years Tata Motor has also established his plant in Sanand near Ahmedabad. So plant location is a crucial decision for industry. There are so many factors affecting the plant location. Let's discuss the major factors which are affecting the plant location decision. The very first is availability of raw material. Many industries are raw material centric like cement industries, steel industries, metals and mining industries. They consume lots of amount of raw material and therefore normally they are established near the source of raw material. Another factor is proximity to market. The industries which are catering the product which require better and prompt service, such kind of industries are normally located near the customer base. Availability of laborers. According to the requirement of the industries, industry requires skilled laborers, semi-skilled laborers and unskilled laborers. According to the availability of laborers, company will decide where to establish the plant. Another factor is transportation facility, that is transportation facility by rail, road, air. Another important factor is availability of water, power, that is electric supply, fuel and gas, that is in form of quality, quantity and duration for which fuel supply is available. Another major factor is disposal facility for waste products. So there should be availability of provision for solid, liquid and gaseous effluents disposal. Another major factors is climatic, atmospheric and geographical conditions of the region. One has to check for the history of earthquake, flood, heavy rains of the region. Moreover, humidity is required for few industries like textile industries require high level of humidity in the environment for better processing. So normally textile industries are located near the coastal area. Another important factor is momentum of an established industries and ancillary industries. For example, if we take an example of car is made of more than 10,000 different components and majority of components are purchased from the vendor. So normally automobile industries are established where such kind of ancillary industries are available. Another factor is political condition of the region. It is very necessary that the region has stable government. If there is a stable government, there are the better chances of growth of industries in that region. Next factor is government support and subsidies, that is in form of special economic zone, tax holidays declared by the government and incentives for the new industries. So these are the major factors which derive the plant location decision. So as we have discussed, plant location decision is long-term decision, strategic decision and non-repetitive in nature. Now next is plant layout. Once company has decided the plant location, so that is area, region of the plant, then next step is to decide the plant layout. Plant layout means the disposition of the various facilities and services of the plant within the area of site selected. In other words, we can say that it is physical arrangement of industrial facilities in a way that minimize overall operation cost. Plant layout is very important because effective plant layout can decrease 20 to 40% of operating expenses of any plant. It reduces the material handling. It can effectively utilize the space. There are mainly 5 types of plant layout. One is product layout, process layout, fixed layout, hybrid layout, and cellular layout. Let's discuss each type of layout. First is product layout. In product layout, all the processing equipment and machines are arranged according to operations requirement of the product. So it is according to operation sequence of the product. And it gives the advantages in form of minimum material handling, and so there is a reduced cost of material handling, higher productivity, less skilled labor is required, but it has a disadvantage of poor flexibility. If any equipment fails in the process, there are the chances of stoppage of entire production process. Also, it suffers with the bottleneck operations, and moreover higher equipment cost because of duplication of machines. Normally product layout is used in the mass production system. Let's see the example. It is used in automobile industries and electronics manufacturing industries. Let one industry is having one product is having machine shop requirement, then welding shop, assembly shop, paint shop, inspection shop, and packaging section. So it is a process sequence of the product, and so all these shops are arranged in a way that product moves in a sequential form from one shop to another shop. So there is a minimum material handling. See in this example that in one automobile plant, people are working on a equipment. Equipment moves on a conveyor belt, one station to another station. So it is an example of product layout. Next is process layout. All the processing equipment and machines are arranged according to the nature of operation, not as per the requirement of product. So here machines are clubbed in a cell, that all machining equipments are in one shop, all welding equipments are in another shop. So because of such arrangement, there is a less duplication of machines and therefore lesser capital investment compared to product layout. It provides greater flexibility in utilization of men and machines. Elimination of bottleneck operations which exist in product layout. Material handling is more and expensive because material has to move from one shop to another shop frequently. That we will discuss in next example. Skilled laborers are required as variety of jobs are likely to become in the shop floor. It is more suitable for batch production and jobs of production process. Let's take an example. A product requires machine shop, welding shop, assembly shop, paint shop, inspection and packaging section, as we have discussed in previous example of product layout. In that case, the all shops are arranged in a sequence so that material move in one sequence. Whereas here in process layout, all machines are in one place, all welding equipments are in one place, all inspection equipments are on one place. So material moves from say first machine shop to inspection, then inspection to welding shop to again machine shop, then machine shop to assembly shop, then again inspection shop, then paint shop, and last packaging section, and then it dispatched. So there is a frequent material movement and increased material handling. This is one of the drawback of process layout. Now next is fixed layout. All the processing equipments and machines are brought to the product on fixed location because major components of the product is too heavy or too big. So here in fixed layout, very little material movement because product is on a single location and all facilities come to the product. There is a greater flexibility, highly skilled manpower is required, Complicated fixtures may required because equipment has to move its location. It is suitable for large jobs of productions. Let's see the example. It is used in the aircraft manufacturing, then large boiler manufacturing, shipbuilding. See, here is snapshot of aircraft manufacturing and shipbuilding. Next is combination layout. Considering the advantages and limitations of product layout, process layout and fixed layout, a combination of any two or all layout is known as combined layout or hybrid layout. It carries benefits of both product layout and process layout, and so nowadays hybrid layout is finding more applications in industries. Next is cellular layout. It is also known as a group layout. It is a special type of functional layout in which machines are grouped according to product characteristics in a cell. Such layout offers higher degree of flexibility in mass production system also. Cellular layout is based on the group technology philosophy. So combination layout and cellular layout carry the benefits of both product layout and process layout. So these are the different types of layout. Now, as computing technology is growing very fast, there are so many softwares available for arranging the plant layout with the help of the computer. So few of the softwares which are available for computerized plant layout are: one is Corelab, that is known as a computerized relationship layout planning. In this software, it defines the relationship between various department sections of the industries. It gives code to each relationships, and according to the base of the relationship, it establishes the plant layout. Another software is CRAFT, computerized relative allocation of facility technique. It works on the flow of material data. So the aim of this system is to minimize the material handling and material movement within the plant. Another software is LDAP. It is known as Automated Layout Design Program. It works on the preference table of relationship. It generates the random layouts and calculate score on the base of the preference relationship table, and then calculate the score for each layout and suggest the highest scored layout. So that is known as the automated layout design program. So these are the various computerized plant layout softwares. Let's now discuss various types of multiple choice questions asked in competitive exams. The first question is: important factors for selection of a site for vehicle manufacturing plant. Option A is presence of ancillary units, cost of land, availability of skilled laborers, all of the above. So the case is for vehicle manufacturing plant. So vehicle, as we have discussed earlier, vehicle manufacturing plant requires ancillary units as it demands so many different types of components. Also availability of skilled laborers is essential for vehicle manufacturing, and obviously cost of land is also matters. So the answer is D, all of the above. Next question is: vehicle manufacturing assembly line is an example of product layout, process layout, manual layout, fixed layout. As we have discussed earlier, that vehicle manufacturing assembly line is a good example of product layout. Next, the layout with a higher material handling effort is product layout or process layout? The answer is process layout. As we have discussed that in product layout, all equipments are arranged as per the sequence of the process, and so there is a minimum material handling. Whereas in process layout, it is all material moves from one department to other department. For example, machining shop to heat treatment shop, from heat treatment shop to finishing shop. So in process layout, as the layout designed as per the bunch of various process materials movement with within plant is more. So see the example that material move from machine shop to heat treatment shop to finishing shop to again machine shop, then inspection shop, paint shop and packaging section. So there is a more movement of material in process layout. And see the another example of, as we have discussed earlier, product layout, where the material handling is minimum and that handling too is automated on conveyor belt or other kind of trolley system. Next question is, oil refinery and chemical processing plants are an example of product layout, process layout, manual layout or fixed layout. It is little bit tricky question. The term is chemical processing, so it looks like a process layout, but in fact oil refinery and chemical processing are an example of product layout because the entire chemical processing plant are designed as per the chemical process sequence and therefore it follows the product layout. Let's see next question. Which one of the following types of layout is used for manufacture of huge aircrafts? Product layout, process layout, fixed position layout, combination layout. As we have discussed earlier, the product having a huge size that are follows fixed position layout like aircraft, shipbuilding, large boilers. Let's see next question. The type of layout suitable for use of concept, principles and approaches of group technology is product layout, job shop layout, fixed position layout, cellular layout. As we have discussed that cellular layout is based on the group technology philosophy. Next question is, which one of the following types of layout benefits of carrying the benefits of both product layout and process layout? Fixed position layout, hybrid layout, cellular layout, both B and C. As we have discussed earlier that hybrid layout and cellular layout carries the benefits of both product layout and process layout. So the answer is D, B and C. Match list 1 type of products with list 2 type of layout and select the correct answer. So type of products are ball bearing, tools and gauges, large boilers, motorcycle assembly, and the layout are process layout, product layout, combination of product and process layout, fixed position layout. And the options are this. See, as we have discussed earlier, motorcycle assembly follows the product layout, large boilers follow the fixed position layout, ball bearings follow the process layout, and tools and gauges follow the product layout. So these are the combinations and the answer is A, A1, B3, C4, D2. Now see the next question. Consider the following statements regarding plant location and plant layout. First, qualitative factor analysis is a method of evaluating a potential location without applying qualitative values to the decision criteria. 2. The three determinants of the type of layout are type of product, type of process, and the volume of production. 3. An appliance manufacturing plant where products are made on assembly lines would be classified as job shop type of layout. Which of this statement is or are correct? A 1, 2 and 3, B 1 and 2, C 2 alone, D 3 alone. C, point 1 and 3 both are wrong, as in any location decisions we evaluate both qualitative factor and quantitative factors. And in appliance manufacturing plant, when we are discussing about the assembly lines, it is always for mass production or large size batch productions. So both are wrong. Option 2, three determinants of the type of layout are type of product, type of process, and the volume of production is correct. So the answer is B. Sorry, answer is C. Next question is, Which of the following charts are used for plant layout design? Operation process chart, main machine chart, correlation chart, travel chart. Select the correct answer using the codes given below 1, 2, 3 and 4. See, correlation chart is not used for plant layout design. We use travel chart, main machine chart and operation process chart for designing a better plant layout. So answer is B. Next question is, which one of the following combination is valid for product layout? General purpose machines and skilled labor, general purpose machine and unskilled labor, special purpose machine and semi-skilled labor, special purpose machine and skilled labor. As we have discussed that product layout is the layout in which equipments are arranged as per the sequence of operations, and equipments are specially designed for that particular process. So product layout use special purpose machine, and operator has to do repetitive task in product layout, so their skill requirement is always semi-skilled. So the answer is special purpose machines and semi-skilled labor. Next question is assertion A, product layout is more amenable to automation than process layout, and the reason is the work to be performed on the product is the determining factor in the positioning of the manufacturing equipment in product layout. Now A, both A and R are individually true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are individually true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false, and D is A is false but R is true. See here, product layout is more amenable to automation than process layout. That is right, because in product layout the entire arrangement of equipment is as per the product requirement, and so it can easily automated because it requires special types of machines. And reason is that work to be performed on the product is the determining factor in the positioning of the manufacturing equipment in product layout. So that is right. So the answer is A, both A and R individually true, and R is the correct explanation of assertion A. Let's see next question. Consider the following situations that would warrant a study of the layout. Change in the workforce, change in the production volume, change in the product design, competition in the market. The situations that would lead to change the layout would include A, 1, 2, 3 and 4, B, 1, 3 and 4, C, 3 alone, and D, 2 alone. Normally, product layout need to be changed when product design varies. If there is a change in workforce, products change in production volume or competition in the market, do not require change in layout. So the answer is 3 alone, that is change in product design. Let's see next question. In centralized assertion A, that is in centralized inspection, material handling is less. Reason, less number of gauges and instruments are required as inspection is carried out in one location. So here are the 4 options. So in centralized inspection, material handling is less. That is true. That is right. Less number of gauges and instruments are required as inspection is carried out in one location. That is also true. There is a less duplication of machines. But it is not the reason for reduction in material handling. So we can say that assertion A is true and R is true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. So answer is B. Let's see next question. Air cargo movements fall under fixed path system, continuous system, intermittent system, and variable path system. The answer is fixed path system, because air cargo handles the material through roller conveyors, conveyor belts and trolley sequence. So there is no flexibility in movement, but it moves in a fixed line. So we can say that it is a fixed path system. Now next question, let's see. Consider the following features: need for greater variety of skills in labor, intermittent flow of materials and parts, preference for flexible layout. The characteristics of job order layout would include A 1, 2 and 3, B 1 and 2, C 2 and 3 and D 1 and 3. See, in job shop order, every time there is a new job, and so it requires a greater variety of skills in labor, because labor has to deal with a new job every time, and so therefore there is an intermittent flow of materials and parts, and it requires a flexible layout because every time there is a different job. So the answer is 1, 2 and 3. Next question. Which one of the following software packages is used for plant layout? SimCrypt, Dynamo, Craft and MRP. As we have discussed earlier, that Craft is used for plant layout planning. So that is computerized relative allocation of facility technique, works on the minimum material movement within the plant. Now let's match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using codes given below. List 1 is memory, software for layout, compiler, simulation. List 2 is assembler, buffer, GPSS, hardware and craft. Option are A, B, C and D. C. Software for layout design, as we know, that is craft. For simulation we use GPSS systems. Memory is used for buffer storage and compiler is an hardware. So the answer is D, A2, B5, C4, D3. Now next question, match list 1 object with list 2 tool and select the correct answer. Improving utilization of supervisory staff, improving plant layout, improving workplace layout, improving highly repetitive hand movements. List 2 is micromotion study, work sampling, flow process chamber and chronocyclograph. For workplace layout we use chronocyclograph. For plant layout we use flow process chamber, and for highly repetitive hand movements we use micromotion study, as you know, and for improving utilization of supervisory staff we carry out the work sampling. So the answer is C, A2, B3, C4, D1. So these are the various multiple choice questions asked in various competitive exams. Thank you.